and we'll just sit back and enjoy the beauty. Look at the design of these ships, though. Actually, that's a nice thing to talk about. I love the design of the Hissho ships here. They actually kind of remind me of the way that the Aztecs would use, like, jade. In their design, there's, like, a lot of gold, and then there's this sort of green, emeraldy jade color. And I feel like it heralds back to that Aztec heritage nicely. We are popping like flies, though. I think they're exploding in regular intervals, too, so I don't know who's actually winning this fight right now. We are going, though. That much I do know. Yeah, see, this is why I tend to use overview, or the tactical overview, because you can't really see what's going on. It looks like we're winning, though. Pretty sure we're winning. The blue lights are interesting in their design, too. Like, I'm not sure why there's the venting in the blue lights. I don't know what that lends aesthetics to. I mean, maybe it's just engine lighting, but I feel like, it could potentially be hinting at the idea that their technology is sort of infused with dust, too, because we saw the way their swords work, right? Like, their swords seem to be infused with dust in a meaningful way. Let's get good. Welcome back to Endless Space Supremacy. We are playing as the Hissho. Before we get started today, I do want to say a couple of things in response to a lot of the comments coming in lately and stuff. Thank you, Trin Stark and Shadow Crash Saint. I know that I've been kind of rushed in these videos. I'm going to try to slow it down a little bit, guys. I was just rushing in the previous videos because I was trying to meet the deadline for the embargo to lift, so we could get these out there in time for everybody to check them out before the DLC goes out for sale. So I'll be slowing down a little bit. Guys, and Weirdo, I just wanted to let you know, I started recording videos of ship battles of just the Vulture ships. I'll be working on getting some ship battles into this episode, and I'll even throw up the time code for it so you can check it out if you just want to see what the Hissho ships look like. So let's get back into it, guys. I'm trying to remember where we left off because I've been doing some other things. Very excited that I'll be doing an Endless Legend series on the Kapaku soon. I think I pronounced that right, I may not have. Okay, so Jaya has some combat going on. Nolan just got hit with that compression. And I think we were working our way through over here. We had just captured Pixis, but I think they took it back because we didn't defend it. Meh. Like, I'm not super worried about Pixis. We have a fleet coming here to fight us, to screw with them there, because we're already invading, it looks like. Oh yeah, one turn and this place will be fresh to invade. Who are we at war with again? I'm gonna take a second to reacquaint with that. We are currently at war with the Vodyani, but not the Zeta, but the Sophons as well. We're kicking the Sophons' ass, though. Like, the war pressure for us against the Sophons is really good right now. In fact, we could negotiate and end that war and focus our efforts on the Vodyani. We don't want to go to war with the Riftborn just yet, but we do want to protect our capital from them because they could be building Obliterator soon, so we want a citadel on our capital as soon as possible. That's something we're going to work towards. Let's see what we can get in the truce negotiations with them. I would like all of it. I would like this, and this. Give me everything you have! This is the only surrender that the Hissho will accept. They're not gonna do this. There's no way they'll do this. Yeah, see, there's no way they'll do this. However, if we leave them one system, they may do it. So let's leave them, Fages. Sure, you guys can have Fages back. No. Actually, the only one we really want is, I believe, Nakos, because I'm pretty sure that's their starting system. You guys willing to give me Nakos? I would take Nakos. I'll tell you what. We will sweeten the deal. If you give us Nakos and a truce, we will give you Transvine times a bunch. Sure. I honestly don't care about the Transvine. I would love to have Nakos. That's one of their capitals. That puts us closer to a Supremacy victory and allows us to focus on one enemy instead of two. Let's try something else. They're not buying that. We are stocking up on Jadnix, which I was holding on to, so maybe not that. You know what? How much adamantium would you be willing to give me your home system for? Nothing. Okay. I'm gonna stop playing with them because they're not gonna do that. That's fine. I was hoping maybe we could trade for Nakos and reduce the number of people we're fighting concurrently, but that's not going to happen. Wow. They have a lot of fleets. That's okay. They have a lot of fleets. We have a military behemoth. This is going to go one very specific way, and I don't think it's going to be in their favor. We will go ahead and watch this real quick, just because we have some people interested in seeing the ships. Although this isn't a Hissho ship, so we're not going to watch this one. We'll just let it do its thing. Just take them all out. That's fine. Decisive victory. Everything is annihilated, and we captured 2 leechers. Wait, can we use the leechers to leech? Is that a thing? Because that would be amazing. No, we can't. We can't do that. That's okay. We're gonna sell both of the leechers because we have no use for them. That just gives us a little bit extra dust. And the dog is barking in the background. 1 second, guys. I will be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I am back. The dog was just barking to be let in. Let me go ahead and... I'm recording on my lunch break today because I want to do this and I want to do Endless Legends, so I'm running out of time in my day. So we're trying to make that work. Whew, those fleets. 47,000... Are we even anywhere near... How is it that high? How are they that... 47,000 health. I'm looking at the wrong stats. Okay. This is why we're slowing down a little bit. 1,900 combat power to their 19... Yeah, we can do this. We're gonna go ahead and take on the, Vodyani here. Although, whose system is this? This is the Sophon system. It's annoying being at war with both of them because they both kind of want to brawl. These guys actually have a fleet here, though. We'll take out the Vodyani, and we'll worry about the other guys next. And since this is a Hissho fleet, I will go ahead and show this fight up close and personal, and we'll record it so that Weirdo can check that out. Y'all can skip through the battle if you want, obviously. So no harm, no foul there. Oy. Okay. So shield absorption is going to be our best bet here because they are pretty much all laser slash beam. No, they're beams. Based on their range profile, they're beams. They're good at any range, so they don't really suffer any range penalties. So what I'm gonna do here... Man, there really is no way to win in that perspective. And we don't know what their fleet lineup is gonna be like. They've used Get Lucky and Turtle recently, which is gonna put them at close range, probably. So for us to get the best out of that, what we're going to want to do, if my understanding is correct, is pick these guys, because they're going to be at, or this particular flotilla for most of our damage, because this flotilla is going to be at long range. They're going to be trying to dive in. Hopefully we end up at medium and get some shots. We'll see what happens, though. I may be entirely wrong about how that works. We are going to go in with 1 unit in each of the other flotillas, and the reason for that, actually, this is the closest flotilla, so we're going to put our tanky ship in there, because hopefully it'll draw fire while these guys just unload. That's the goal, is to give these guys time to unload their payload and potentially sacrifice this support ship. I'm okay with that. So we're going to go ahead and trigger watch for this, because Weirdo wanted to see just what the Hissho ships look like. Once the combat starts, I'm going to speed it up to ×2, and then I'll go ahead and hide the UI so we can just appreciate the beauty of the Hissho ships potentially winning, but quite possibly losing this battle. We will definitely see in a second. Okay, so we're gonna let it show us who's fighting and things, and then we will up the speed to ×2 and go ahead and turn the UI off for a second, and we'll just sit back and enjoy the beauty. Look at the design of these ships, though. Actually, that's a nice thing to talk about. I love the design of the Hissho ships here. They actually kind of remind me of the way that the Aztecs would use, like, jade. In their design, there's like a lot of gold, and then there's this sort of green, emeraldy jade color. And I feel like it heralds back to that Aztec heritage nicely. We are popping like flies, though. I think they're exploding in regular intervals, too, so I don't know who's actually winning this fight right now. We are going, though. That much I do know. Yeah, see, this is why I tend to use overview, or the tactical overview, because you can't really see what's going on. It looks like we're winning, though. Pretty sure we're winning. The blue lights are interesting in their design, too. Like, I'm not sure why there's the venting in the blue lights. I don't know what that lends aesthetics to. I mean, maybe it's just engine lighting, but I feel like it could potentially be hinting at the idea that their technology is sort of infused with dust too, because we saw the way their swords work, right? Like, their swords seem to be infused with dust in a meaningful way. Let's go ahead and unhide the AI, or the UI. So we had a draw there. We did get 10k from that battle, which I'm totally fine with. Like, realistically, us losing ships is not a problem. Us losing too much K and not being... Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb, guys. I should have done that differently. Lessons have been learned. So the reason I say I'm dumb right there, and this is part of that slowing it down to explain it thing, what is this? During the Academy quest, battles around lodestone systems are only allowed between empires from different teams, regardless of alliances. Oh, that's a lodestone system. Now it has its own little icon. That's kind of cool. That node has been discovered by the Rejuvenators, which is apparently our side, I'm guessing. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Before we went into that combat where we were obviously going to generate a lot of K, we could have come down here to, say, Maz, and thrown something into Q that is very, very integral for the Hissho that I have been sort of neglecting just because it costs a lot of K to do it, and that's this. And we're going to put that in Q right now. We are going to pay the 25k that requires in order to build a system exploitation, or not exploitation, they're called specializations in this. I'm sorry guys, like, I've played all the Endless games, so sometimes this stuff loops together. If I ever say something that's unclear, it's not necessarily because I don't know what I'm talking about as much as it is things are just kind of looping together. Like, this isn't an exploitation in this, it's a specialization. Anyways, it is a +2 FID specialization per person that is Hissho specific, and it upgrades over time. So the great thing about those is that they just massively increase your FIDs based on pop, and since pop isn't a happiness issue with us because our happiness is dependent upon our K, so we don't have like a overpopulation limit on planets, this is just a huge bonus. The catch being that it costs 25k, which is a huge amount, and it's kind of scary to spend that much at once when you're the Hissho, but if you're rolling through and you're committing to combat the way we are, it's really not an issue. Like, it's a non-issue. Right here, we're gonna crush whoever we fight. We'll get back a bunch of K. And this is why it was dumb of me, is because realistically, we can... I'm not gonna watch this one because this is a slaughter. They'll probably retreat and just lose the ship. Yeah, they retreated, I'm guessing, and just lost the ship, so we got 0.2k from that. And that is because we decided to do our big combat where we actually had enemies to shoot at before we spent the K, which was my mistake, guys. But it is a mistake I'm willing to acknowledge, and you guys will know not to avoid it, or not to make that mistake in the future. Like, realistically, I stress all the time, guys, I'm not the best player of Endless Space 2 ever, and if you're watching to find out all the pro strats, you may be in the wrong place. If you're wanting to learn about the new faction and learn about the game together, you are in the right place. That's what we do here. I did figure out how the relics work, so I'm kind of excited to see how this actually pans out, because the relics become these. They become little nodes on the planet that actually do cool stuff, like +3 production, +3 dust right here from the pirate stronghold that was destroyed is great. What are you? Why are you so... Oh, you're one of mine. Okay, you're fine. You're fine. I am a little scared because I know that the Sophons are starting to push out Titans, and we've done okay fending them off so far, but I don't really want to play Titans versus Behemoths for any longer than we have to, because I don't know that we'll continue to win that fight. We've been lucky so far. They've kind of evened out well enough, but like I said, I don't want to risk us getting that far behind in the tech game. Happiness is irrelevant, but this doesn't generate happiness for us, it generates influence, which is not irrelevant. I'm gonna go with that, because more influence... I should actually apply the skill too, because more influence is gonna help us keep more laws running, and we're just now sort of taking advantage of all our laws. In fact, like, Hatched at Home may not even be worth it right now. We may be better off with Deadly Intent Bill, but we would have to drop Hatched at Home for that, and I really like that boost to production from Hatched at Home. I think that's what helps us stay in the battles. Okay, Hyperpax is unlocked. That's all good. Yeah. We should be okay. Have at least one Obliterators for the Sikagoja targeting system. So now we have to have an Obliterator. We don't have to, it's one of our quests. Like, fine. Whatever, game. You are in Jaya already. Can we upgrade you to an Obliterator? That would be wunderbar. And I know we did this and we reloaded the save earlier, but we're ready to take advantage of the Obliterator, and we understand better how it works now. The reality is, what the Obliterator does that's incredibly powerful is things like get rid of people's capitals. Supremacy victory, it actually destroys their capital and reduces the number required to win, which is why I'm saying we also need to be mindful and be trying to get a citadel built down here. So we have a military behemoth and an economic behemoth. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this into a citadel as soon as we have the resources. We're short on Hyperium as usual. I still don't know how we ended up so short on Hyperium this game. Usually an abundance of Hyperium isn't an issue to gather. Okay. Got a lot of Jadniks we're sitting on. Can we use that Jadniks yet? Not quite yet. We can sell all the Transvine. No interest in using that. Would rather buy Hyperium with that and do other things. We cannot upgrade to the Citadel yet because we lack the dust. That's okay. We're gonna send this military behemoth off, or actually, what do we need to turn him into an oblit? We need some more antimatter, which I believe we're researching the tech for. We are working on this, which will give us antimatter, and I'm pretty sure we have a planet with antimatter already. We do indeed, and it is already colonized, so as soon as we get the tech for it, we'll start pushing that out. Don't need public 3D printing here anymore. We'll take the last colony in Maz. Sun God's Observance is actually really good right now, because we just burned a bunch of K, so I'm gonna use that in as many places as I possibly can. That'll be 10K right there, which will put us at 87. Where else can we? We can't do it here. Not enough pop. We can't do it here, and this system is under invasion, which is annoying. Let's just deal with that, shall we? Hi. This is my friend. His name is Military Behemoth, and he doesn't like you. You should go now. You should really just go now. Bye, Felicia. What do we get? What? Okay, I clicked fight there. I did click fight there. Decisive victory. That gets us 1K. They retreated. They died while retreating, which is great. I always get a kick out of that. They're like, okay, we surrender, we give up, bye, and then they explode anyway. Alright, so where else can we do? That's another 5K, so that'll be 15K, which will probably put us pretty close to the cap. So maybe we'll wait on sacrificing anybody else. Let's check our currently available fleets, though. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's just take these guys out and get some extra K. I'm good with that. We can watch this one. Just for you, weirdo, we're gonna watch this one. Give you one more nice look at the Hissho ships. Or not, because even though I switched it to watch, it didn't watch that time, because they retreated. Okay. Unfortunately, guys, that happens. Like, weirdo, that's the one thing that's been holding up getting the stuff you wanted recorded done, is that every time I try to attack somebody with a fleet, they f***ing retreat, and I can't record it because it doesn't show the combat when they retreat, which is irritating in and of itself. So we did unlock Behemoth Overdrive, which gives Behemoth Berserker Empire Improvement, which will unlock the battle tactic Berserker. That sounds fun. I don't see where the Behemoth Berserker thing is, unless we haven't actually unlocked the tech yet. Maybe we get it next turn. That could be the issue. Yeah, we probably get it next turn. There's so many quests going on right now, it's actually difficult to keep track of them. Keep Patel clear, so we'll get some antimatter and some K next turn from that. Yeah, so next turn we're gonna build another pyramid. We can easily build another pyramid improvement, or they're called fealty improvements now. I think a while back they were pyramid improvements. Yeah, this fleet can win. Oh, that's not gonna... Wow. Okay. So... keeping people at as long of a range as possible is important here. Projectile, projectile, projectile. All the projectiles, huh? They've got one beam guy and then a ton of projectiles. We have a massive, massive fleet here, though. So what we want to do is keep as much range as possible because they're strongest on their short-range attacks. And they're all in that middle for as much as we can tell. We can't really tell because they're going to split out after. They do have fighters and stuff, which is going to be annoying. Let's go like this. Leave the Kestrels where they're at. But I'm going to put all of our damage over here in this medium-range fleet. And we're going to go with that. Like, realistically, if these guys focus fire, there's enough damage here that they should start melting things really quickly. And that's why, like, the power calculation isn't super accurate, because it also depends on how quickly you focus fire stuff down. Now, we are going to watch this one, just for Weirdo. One more chance to see the ships, Weirdo. After this, I'll probably skip the rest of the battles, like, skip watching them, guys, because it does take a lot of time to do that. I am so excited to do Endless Legend Inferno, though. I'm so excited to do Endless Legend Inferno. Endless Legend, for those of you that don't know, is my personal favorite of all the Endless titles, and it is the one that convinced me to actually start this channel. If you go back and look a few years back, the first videos on this channel were Endless Legend. They're terrible, too. Don't mind that. They're terrible, the audio's bad, the mic is bad, everything is bad in it, but the game is so damn good, and I love it. So I'm excited to get back to that. I haven't played it in a long time, though, so I'll probably be rusty, so please don't tear me apart too bad, guys. But I just love the way that factions feel different in Endless, and I think Endless Legend does that in an incredibly great way. And I also feel like the macro versus micro in the management side of Endless Legend is so well balanced, and I really, really do enjoy it. So we will get to see a video of that within the next day or so. Oof, those Sophon... Those fighters are tearing us up. The fighters and the bombers. They look so cool, though. They look, honestly, what do they look like? They look like the Switch. They look like a Nintendo Switch with, like, wheels on the side. At least what I can see of them as they zip around too fast for me to actually look at them. God. Man, they are just decimating our fleet, though. Like, it's not looking good for us. I can't tell how much damage they've taken, but they are decimating our fleet. Okay, this is gonna be bad. Minor defeat. I guess we didn't lose that much. I thought we lost more than that, but they didn't lose anything because the only thing we hit, apparently, was their flagship. Damage received from their kinetic weapons. Damage caused by your beam weapons. 63,913 damage. Oh, we killed a bunch of fighters and crap. Missed shots 64, missed shots 31. We missed a lot more shots. Damage absorbed by their shields, 1,400. Damage absorbed by hull plating is 5,000. So we did good there, like we really did well. Just those bombers, man. Those bombers and fighters are such a pain. So this wing, in all of the phases, was fine. These wings were gone relatively quickly, though. Not much more to be said about it than that, guys. Okay. It is what it is. Didn't expect that to go quite that bad, but it's not... It's still not dreadful. Mainly because we can do this. Just merge our fleets a little bit. Can we not merge our fleets? Okay, we can merge our fleets. However, they are merged under the hero that I don't want them merged under, so we're going to take this guy and make a new fleet, and we will merge these two. The reason I'm merging under the Sophon hero right here, guys, is because we're getting close to this, and we're also getting... Well, we've got this maxed out. So our energy weapons are doing plus 40% damage with this guy running the fleet, and we've also got another 20% damage waiting right there as he levels. Hey, we did generate a relic. Assault led by the Zeta. Oh, no, it's here. Did they get another relic? Yeah, interesting. I don't know. This guy is good. They already got their levels spent. They did. Okay. Construction-wise, everything looks fine. And next turn, we will have a ton of XSK. So for this military guy, I just want him to kind of sit here and continue to invade Pixis, because what we can do now is just send another fleet over there to finish the invasion. They have no population. Like, we can honestly just send this guy over. It's gonna take him 4 turns to get there, but as soon as he gets there, we can invade and retake Pixis. Or just loot it, potentially. Now, do I want that guy to stay here? Nolan is building all the fleets. That's good. Yeah, we can... Let's have him defend Nolan, actually. Like, if we have to, he can zoom back here pretty quickly. I'm just concerned that while we're distracted over here fighting, we're going to lose track of our home systems and bad things are going to happen. Which we don't want to be a thing. Do we have any fleets ready to go? We don't really. Can we turn him into an oblit yet? Nope. But we are generating antimatter, aren't we? We are not. Have we not actually ended the turn? We're still just running on that same turn? I mean, okay. Wish you could assign a hero to these guys, but you can't. So we're just going to leave our hero sitting there for a minute while we figure out what we want to do fleet-wise with him. I'm trying to slow things down here, guys, so I'm sorry if the turns take a little bit longer. Like, I normally try to rush through the turns because strategy games tend to be a little slow, but I'm trying to pay better attention and not make as many mistakes. So we completed that. That's 5k and 50 antimatter, which is great.
Of the galaxy.
Our whale brains have been busy. They've invented some very nice tech. I'm good with being friendly with them. We don't really need to push combat with them. Holy shit. Yeah, y'all want Pixis? Y'all want this Pixis place? Let me tell you something. You can probably have it. You can totally have it. The fittest battle, like, we're gonna win this. This is our battle to win. We'll go, yeah, for this. And honestly, with the way that this fight is looking, it's not gonna matter how we reorganize things. We're just gonna go. Get 'em! Decisive victory. Excellent. Okay, so that guy died. We got some K out of that. We do need to reactivate Way of the Obsidian Eagle. I'm curious, like, so when you Citadel a Behemoth, I believe they cease to be a Behemoth. I don't think that, like, they continue to be a Behemoth once you've done that. Oh god, how do I tell which one is which? It's probably this. Yeah, it's that because of the movement. Okay, so then... What can we do with this military guy? We have enough now to hopefully turn him into an Obliterator. Minus Dust. Alright, we can get Dust. Dust is easy to build up, potentially. 10 per turn, 6 per turn. Lots of Jadniks. We're just sitting on all of this beautiful Jadniks, guys. All the beautiful Jadniks. We do not have the Dust we need to get there just yet. It is what it is. Let's put public 3D printing in. That'll be 260 Dust per turn just from them. Let's have them also do public 3D printing. Did we really not generate enough K? Like, I thought we were going to get a lot more K from that. Huh. Oh, we put the Fealty Foundation in front of it here or something, because we didn't get it here. We're going to do another Fealty Foundation right here, though. Actually, let me double-check our systems. Let's see who has the most production. So Maz has the most production. Nolan is a close second. Let's go ahead and see if Nolan would benefit greatly from having a Fealty Foundation. I think they would, so we're going to go ahead and put that right there. And then let's see who else can make some sacrifices to the sun gods. This is, if we put this down, we'll have another Behemoth, or access to another Behemoth. And that's fine. Like, I actually think that one of the ways we're going to be able to catch up and out-tempo the Sophon's tech is by just producing more Behemoths. We should realistically be able to make more Behemoths than they can for extended periods of time. Now let's take a look at this fleet. 20,000 combat power, jeez. And that's all behind the Titans and the Smashers, yeah. We may end up having to abandon this invasion of Fitis. Now, this fleet right here, we might have a better chance of taking out, though. Oh yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna send him back to Viren, and we are going to send this fleet over here, where they will hopefully be able to... Space battle's in progress. Okay, so they can't attack because there's already a space battle in progress there. We lose this, like, badly. I'm just gonna retreat, because we can't win that without losing a Behemoth. We do lose K for retreating, I forgot about that, so that's going to be kind of a big penalty. between that and building the Fealty, you can see our K is just rocking really hard right here, but I think we'll get a good bit of K back when we attack. Oh yeah. Yeah. We should be okay here. Yeah, we're fine. They have an economic behemoth here that I guess was spec'd out for combat or something, because it's gonna die really fast. Decisive victory. That only nets us 1k though, which is unfortunate. Like, I'm not sure why killing a behemoth is only worth 1k. That seems a little bit off to me personally. Alright, so that is it for the time we have today, guys. Once again, sorry we didn't get as much accomplished. There's a lot going on in the game right now. Let me know how you guys felt about that slower pace. Maybe I spent too much time screwing around and looking at different things. I'm trying to keep it brief without, like, skipping over too much. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, click that like button. If you want to see more, click subscribe. Definitely check out the channel within the next couple of days for some Endless Legend, because that's going to be awesome. Thank you for watching, and keep gaming responsibly. Bye!